cancer, no cancer looks like.
I don't need attention, quite frankly. But what I was using my platform for was for a purpose. It was hurting, right? I got a phone call that I had cancer and I was broken. They said, it's like you have lymphoma, okay? And after crying with my husband, crying with my kids, going to the doctor, I was in the hospital, I was going through everything. It's been like hell, okay? So for you to sit there and say that you think I was doing it for attention, I didn't you.
The Potomac ladies are back. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sammy Sam P, and today I'm going to review episode 1 of the new season of the Real Housewives of Potomac. If you haven't seen my trailer for it, I invite you to go and see it. Potomac is my favorite franchise, so let's get right into it. Those ladies are starting with the bang. We see Giselle and the Grande together. I'm like, when did y'all made up and became best friend again? We see them by the monuments in DC, trying to have a picnic. And I'm like, girl, child, what did we miss? There's new alliances in this season. To have a picnic, it's looking kind of chilly in DC. I'm thinking I saw some cherry blossoms, so maybe March or something, beginning of spring, and child, I would not be outside. But hey, they're used to they're talking and they get right into it. Talking about Ashley is divorcing. Yep, we all saw it on Instagram and the social media. Ashley announced that she was going to get a divorce from her husband. And the ladies are like, man, I'm going to ask Ashley if it's true and else. They get right into business. And then the other ladies are coming, Robin is coming, and they all talk. And if you notice, Wendy wasn't invited, Candace wasn't invited. There's new alliances, you know what I mean? Giselle is trying to be back friend with the Grande. And yeah, they're talking about the situation with Maya. We saw Maya announcing on social media that she wanted people to pray for her because she may have cancer, was just recently diagnosed. And Giselle is being straight up and talking about she don't believe her. She don't believe Maya. She thinks that Maya is doing it for attention. But the Grande is like, you know what? We need to be understanding. Everybody works differently. I wouldn't have done it personally, but hey, to each their own, and maybe we need to talk about her a little bit more before coming into conclusion. And that is why we love the Grande, because even though the Grande can be very sneaky, she also has a big heart. When Ashley came to the picnic, they go right into it and asking her, is she gonna get a divorce? And she's like, yeah, she's gonna get a divorce, but she also want to get a house, and she wants to get a house with Michael. And all the ladies are like, what do you mean you want to get a house with the man you want to get a divorce with? That doesn't make any sense. And then she's talking about, you know, we want to get an house under his LLC and everything. Ashley got it all figured out. She's not really gonna get a divorce. She's saying that for the storyline. Maybe if she does get a divorce, she has stuff that she wants to do. Next, we see Candace with her husband, and she's talking about she wants to freeze her embryos because she's really busy right now, but this is not the time. Sometimes she wants to have kids, sometimes she doesn't. I think Candace is maybe around my age or maybe slightly younger. I think she's like, what, 33, 34 years old. So she's at that moment where you need to make decision, because they always tell us that whenever you get to a certain age, your eggs are not really it. And she's like, you know what? I still want to do my music. My husband is busy right now. So what about just freezing embryos? And at some point when she said freezing
Eggs.
Embryos.
It's like she was looking at her husband because maybe they had a discussion where he maybe wanted her to freeze her eggs. My guess is that maybe her husband don't want more kids, but he's doing it mostly for her because she doesn't have any. You have children of your own. So I'm thinking, why not just go ahead and get it done? You have the means. And if that's something that you really want, you're definitely going to be able to come to a middle ground. We see her talking with him, going back from the doctor, and he's tense. He's really tense as hell. He's annoyed with her. We can see that there's some stuff going on in the marriage. It may not be that they're having problems, but we can see that at that moment, he's highly annoyed. I don't really want to go into, oh, there's trouble in paradise and stuff like that, because marriage is like that sometimes. Sometimes you argue. You know what I mean? Everything is not always peaches and cream. Next, we see Maya and her husband. They got a brand new home. It's huge, and apparently it's a rental. Maya lives in Potomac now, so she's official. And she's telling us that she's renting the house, but even though she's renting the house, they had to spend $65,000 on the house. And I'm like, who is going to spend $65,000 on a house that don't belong to them? Listen, I ain't mad at Maya telling us how much whatever she's doing is worth, because the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, they do it all the time and we love to see it. My only question is that, do they also do it on rental? I mean, I don't know, but I guess they got the means, so hey. Maya is hosting a party and we see a mom asking her how she's doing.
Still haven't heard anything yet?
Yeah. 4.
No results?
What's up with Maya? Was Maya really saying the truth about her cancer scare, or is she acting like she doesn't have a clue because she's in front of the camera? I'm not gonna lie, the way she behaves makes me believe that Maya might have been exaggerating whatever she's going through. I think she might have been exaggerating. Maybe they're telling, the doctor told her that there's something and it's possible that it is this, but it's not sure. And she was like, let me be super dramatic about it. I don't know. But the way she is talking to her mom, it was almost like she was surprised when her mom asked her about it. That was kind of weird. Maya invited La Grande, who comes and is being a grande dame, complimenting her family and everything. I just want to say that the food is looking good. The food is looking real good. I just wanted to like make a quick note about that. Maya did a good job. That food looks mwah. Grande takes Maya on the side and they're talking about her situation. She's asking her if she's okay and everything. And Maya's like, yeah, I'm okay. And I'm like, once again, Maya, you went and posted it on social media, so people want to know more. And that's the thing, when you post things on social media, people feel entitled to get all the detail, especially people that you're supposedly friends with. Hey, I'm not mad at the grande dame for asking her the question, and Maya responded the way she wanted to respond. What else can I say? Next, we see Miss Wendy, and Miss Wendy is talking to Peter from Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I was like, okay, what a pairing, but hey, they're talking together. And she's basically asking him about his knowledge in the restoration world. She's saying that she wants to open a Nigerian lounge. And a part of me is like, does she want to open a Nigerian lounge or a Nigerian restaurant? At some point, I got a little bit confused, but I know that there's some lounge that do serves food, so maybe that's what she's trying to do. So she's asking Peter for advices and everything. And when Peter is talking about all those amounts, I'm like, child. And the part of me is like, you know what? If she's talking about all of that with him, it's because she probably can afford it. But now when he asks her, if your husband okay with it, she's like, he doesn't want no part of it. And I'm like, so what are you doing there? I guess she needed it for the show. It's nice to have appearances from people from other franchises and stuff, I guess. But yeah, she knows she's not gonna go through it, so I guess that's just a topic of discussion for the both of them. She's saying that the husband feels like she's already doing too much and she's overwhelmed, so he definitely does not want her to get into a new venture. He's not 100% sure he's going to make them money. And I understand. And you know what is the crazy part about it is that Wendy seems to agree with her husband that she is overwhelmed. So why keeping on adding more into your plate? At some point, there's no point adding more into your plate if you're not going to be able to do it well and if it's going to affect your health. Next, we also see Miss Charmaine. Charmaine is back, you know, from the divorce and everything from her husband. She probably needs more coins. So she's back into the Real Housewives of Potomac and she's meeting with Robin. She's letting Robin know that she has been dating 2.5 people. One of them she is being sexually involved in. I guess the conclusion is it's hard out there in those streets. Robin about the big question, when are you getting married? And Robin is like,
spring, summer.
Like, very unsure. She doesn't really know and everything. And I'm like, child, there's some people we will never be able to understand. And I think that Robin is one of them. She's saying that she wants to get a prenup, and whenever she was first married to her husband, they had a prenup and she felt that she wasn't entitled to 50%, and this time, now that she's the breadwinner, she doesn't want him to get 50%. And a part of me felt like, even though I disagree with her, I'm like, she does talk the talk. Like whatever she says, she actually did it. She was able to get a prenup whenever her husband at the time was the breadwinner and she didn't get 50% of it. why not it being reversed? I feel like in their case, why not? Personally, if I'm married to a rich-ass man, even if he's not rich, if we do get a divorce, I'm going to get everything that I can get. Let me all know what you think. I'm gonna get everything that I can get. It's not even about 50%. It's about, yeah, I guess 50%, but whatever I can get, I will get. That's what I gotta say. Especially if someone cheated on me. Oh boy, I'm gonna still try to get as much as I can get first before the court tells me that they give me 50%. I'm just saying. Next, we see Ashley coming to visit her family with her kids. Her children are beautiful, and they get right into the business. They're asking her about divorce. They're asking her what she has been doing so far, and Ashley responds, I'm not really working with her uncle, so he's telling her, girl, you need to get it together. And I'm not blaming him, because we all know he is not happy with the way Ashley's husband has been treating her. So now that you want to get a divorce, why are you doing what you're doing? And once again, he was right when he says, girl, you want to get a divorce, or you want to get a house under the business? What are you doing? Her uncle is saying everything that we are thinking, and we love him for that. Ashley is saying what she's saying, and obviously she's playing the game. Next, they're at the party that the Grande is throwing together and having a good time. Everybody is there. Charmaine was not invited. And at some point, we see Wendy. She comes in and she wants to say hi to Giselle, but Giselle is still mad at Wendy because Wendy slaughtered her on the last season. And she's still mad at Wendy. So no, Giselle doesn't want to say hi like that. But Wendy was like, I'm going to do the fake things you be doing too. What you think? And I'm like, kudos to you, Wendy's, for still pushing through. That was a swerve, y'all. I'm still mad at you. And we have Giselle and Robin being the effers that they are. And they're talking about Maya and everything. Then Maya comes. And they have the nerve to say, is that how cancer is looking? And I was like, man, who don't give all those wings to Giselle that she can feel that she can just talk to people anyhow? I mean, I know they're part of a show and everything, but in real life, I would not want someone to say hi to me this way. But we trust our girl Maya. Maya is like, what the hell? Like, you know, F you and everything. And I was like, Maya girl, oh, you probably, you know, lied or exaggerated your situation, but I'm not mad at you for putting Giselle back into her space. Like, that was invasion of privacy. That was being rude as hell. And honestly, I would not want someone to approach me this way. Let me know in the comment what you think. Giselle is continuing to take a role as a villain seriously. I mean, she's just doing what she's doing. We saw her with her daughter. At least her house got renovated. See, this is one thing with Giselle. When it comes to like her being criticized on how she styles herself and how bad her house was looking, she was listening to people, and she's, you know, made some changes. Her house is definitely looking better and better. The decor is looking better and better. Her daughter also looking beautiful, but that mouth is not going to stop, because that mouth is a paycheck. First episode of Potomac was jam-packed with stuff. It was a lot, y'all. It was a lot. It was great. For you that are new, hey, and I invite you to, you know, and for those of you that have been here supporting me, thank you all so much, and I will see you all next week for the next review of Real Housewives of Potomac. Bye.